If you're a consultant, a trainer, an engineer, a technical expert, or anybody else that sells their expertise online, then you have more than likely been told some terrible content marketing advice. The reason for that is because most content advice online is designed to help you build an audience, because views and subscribers are the big sexy number that you get social props for. But you've forgotten that you are not trying to become a creator. You're trying to generate opportunities. You're trying to convince people that they should work with you. Those are completely different goals that have completely different sets of requirements to achieve success. In fact, I'd rather have a video with 500 views and 2 consultancy clients than a video with 50,000 views and nada.
I didn't know you were Spanish.
So in this video, I want to show you the difference between content that gets attention and content that converts your audience. The irony is that some of the highest performing content for your business will likely be some that has the fewest views. I'll explain in a moment, but first let me introduce myself. I'm Tom. I help techies and experts market their business via content solutions. With my help, my clients have achieved 5-figure months through consultancy leads and selling training courses. And I also run my own business, which owns a YouTube channel that has over 250,000 subscribers, feeding a 6 to 7-figure a year business that provides consultancy and training too. If that sounds up your street, then hit the subscribe button and I'll be on your side, on your team from now on. And like the video, damn it, it helps the algorithm. Blah, 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 blah. You know the drill. Look, it's easy to look at successful creators and think, yeah, I want to be the Mr. Beast of functional programming. You're making crazy thumbnails, you're trying to hook people in with outlandish claims, and you're trying to feed that attention-based algorithm to get you where you want. Well done. Now you're a YouTuber. Did you get what you wanted?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
What I'm about to say is really important because a lot of you get lost in this. There is the creator business, audience is the product. You get most of your money through ad revenue or like a Patreon support where people are paying for your content, something like that. Then there is the expert business. Expertise is your product. Trust creates revenue through real world business engagements. And your audience is buying from you, not clicking on ads in your videos for kitty slippers or whatever the hell. If you are trying to grow a consulting, training, coaching, expert-led business of any kind, then subscribe because that's exactly what I talk about here. If you didn't do it before, it's okay. You can do it now. I won't ask again. Let's take a look at these 2 videos from my software engineering channel. This one has over 220,000 views, has gained over 6,000 subscribers. We've reached, with impressions, over 5 million people. The click-through rate is low, which we would expect with a high impression piece of content. And let's have a look at engagement, views, okay. The like count's very high. Overall, this piece of content has performed very well. Now let's compare it to this video. So 45,000 views, only just over 400 subscribers gained from it. Low revenue, lower impressions by miles, higher click-through rate, which we would expect from a piece of content with lower impressions than the previous piece of content, engagement, lots of likes again. But yeah, now let me ask you, which one do you think was successful for my business? Yeah, maybe video 1 got us some invites to do some talks at events and stuff, but you guys may well know that some of those talks are unpaid. But we also didn't sell any courses from that video. This is an attention video. Yes, it helps us grow, but its purpose isn't to convert our viewership. Now look at this, and I'm going to show somewhere on the screen the sales of courses that we made during the week video 2 went out live on the channel. We made nearly 5,000 that week from course materials that run on automations in the background. Attention is not the same thing as trust. Views create awareness, trust creates revenue. And this leads to one of the biggest mistakes that technical experts make when creating content. First, let's talk about what the common objectives are. These are the things that I hear all the time when I'm trying to get someone over the line to engage with my services. I don't want to become an influencer. My topic is boring. Nobody wants to listen to me about this on YouTube. It's going to take up too much time.
Sounds like you.
Now, here's what I say to all of those pushbacks. Number 1, I don't want to become a bloody influencer either. Number two, your topic isn't boring. You already have clients that are paying for your services. They don't think it's boring. Number three, yeah, maybe not as many people want to hear you talk about functional programming as they do want to watch Mr. Beast keep 10 people with their hands on a car trying to win it over a course of 2 weeks.
You know, he's an evil, deviant person.
And number four, the reason that it would take up too much time is because you're too busy trying to create the perfect video and trying to be the Mr. Beast of programming. No, instead use client problems that you already work on. Talk about your experiences, things that people should try, things that people should avoid. Help your audience, don't entertain them. The moment that I understood that, my entire content strategy changed. Let's build on that idea for a moment. People hire experts because they trust their judgment. So what content should you be producing that will actually convert? These formats should be pillars within your content strategy. Format one, case studies. Here's the problem, here's what happened, here's how I approached it, here's the outcome. These are relatable problems for your audience members that you were able to tackle and overcome. Format two, decision making. This is why I chose option A over option B. This could be for tools, practices, techniques, whatever. This works well because people in your audience are presented with solutions all the time. If you can successfully explain why option A is better than option B, and people will then start to trust you about your opinion, then there's your trust.
Trust me. I'm a federal agent.
Format three, mistakes. Here's what went wrong and what I learned. You're essentially saving people time here. Things that took you 10 years to learn or experience, you can now relay in a 10-minute video that could save someone that 10 years of pain. Avoid this, try this, how to combat this, that kind of stuff. Easy. Format four, client questions. Every question that comes up repeatedly with clients should become a piece of content. They're literally telling you your video title right there. If your current clients ask a common question, there are loads of other potential clients that are asking that same question that don't have an answer yet.
So let's get to it.
Okay, let's strip this back a little bit. Let me ask you this. What can we assume happens before a person books a call with you? They watch, they assess, they compare, they evaluate. Nobody books a £10,000 consulting engagement from one LinkedIn post. They see it and then they research, they compare, they binge, they look for consistency. Your prospects are asking themselves, does this person understand my problem? Have they solved my specific problem before? Can they explain it clearly in a way that I like? Do I trust them? Now ask yourself, is your content about generating views?
No.
It's made to answer sales questions before the sales call ever happens. If you are trying to build that marketing system for your own consultancy or expert business, then I'll leave all my details in the description below and you can check out how we can work together there. Now let's talk about how you know your content is working how you want it to. I teased this before, but the reason why most tech creators fall into the attention over trust trap is because YouTube Analytics doesn't actually show any data on trust. You see metrics about how that video is performing and how you might improve that video's performance, but you don't see data about your sales funnel because the real business value is happening somewhere else. Time to discuss the metrics that matter. You may have heard another one of these cringeworthy creator phrases, vanity metrics.
That is so gross.
Vanity metrics are views, likes, and subscribers. All good fun and nice dopamine spikes when you watch those green arrows in your analytics. Good. What they don't tell you is the important stuff that you need to know for your business. Instead, you should be looking at qualified leads, discovery calls, newsletter signups, client conversions, and revenue generated. If your video got 500 views and you see all the bad arrows in the analytics, but it generated £20,000 in consultancy work, is that a failure? Obviously not. So use tracking links for landing pages. Make sure that there's a newsletter CTA or link anywhere posted underneath your content. Take a look at sales data around the time that you upload content. This is the real stuff that is telling you that your content is working for your business and not just for your ego. Look, the truth is that you still need views to convert anyone. I get it. I'm not saying that every video with 500 views is going to convert sales for you. A good way to portion up your strategy, really simply put, is to adopt a 80-20 method. 20% can be your reach content, the purpose of which is just discovery. Industry trends, contrarian opinions, and big picture topics. The remaining 80% should be conversion content with a purpose of gaining trust. Case studies, frameworks, decision processes, lessons learned. That's your usable model. Now go and give it a go, and when it works, you can come back then and subscribe. Because you, yeah you, I know you still haven't.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
What I want you to do is this. Stop thinking like a content creator and go back to thinking like the business leader that you are. Maximize trust, not views. Because trust creates conversations, conversations create opportunities, and opportunities create clients. If you are trying to use content that attracts your ideal clients, build authority in your field, or create a content strategy that really helps support your business, then all the links that you need for us to be able to work together more directly are in the description below. I'll pop up a few things on screen here that my clients have said about working with me. Otherwise, get in touch and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers then.